Eat this. Get your sugar levels up. Taste receptors are working. Thank you. You'll like this a whole lot better with the peel off.
I don't mean to be rude, but am I supposed to know you?
Actually, we haven't met. I'm Dr. Dyson Ito, Nurse Gerhard.
Do you know who I am?
Well, we were hoping you'd fill in that part. Since you're a total replacement cyborg, and most of your cyber body was destroyed, we can't find any records. But your very human brain was miraculously intact. Theoretically, you should remember something.
Oh. Well, it's still pretty blank. No, it's completely blank, actually. I don't even know my own name.
Let's look at the bright side. Your tears are working.
That's so good. What do you call this?
Oh no! Oh wow! Oh wow! You went there.
Hold on.
No.
I'm a method actor.
Wow!
All right.
Wow! Well,
Go for it.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, I guess I gotta do it too.
Anything the actor does, the director has to do too.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Eat it.
In honor of Alita.
Wow!
I'm not bad.
It's not bad. The inside's so sweet.
It's so good.
사실 이게 안에가 너무 달아가지고 그렇게.
What's up YouTube, Doc Ito here, the doctor is in. Rosa Salazar is such a dork, and that's why we absolutely love her. Before we analyze and dig deep into this clip, remember to like and subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of Doc Ito's free repairs. So here we have the start of the scene, and yes, Rosa eats this orange. I mean, look at this, she takes a big bite in it. You can see the orange with the peel and everything in her face, and everyone's laughing because, well, it's pretty great. I mean, it's a wonderful scene. It really humanizes Lita, showing that she really doesn't know the world that she's in and has lost her memory, but in a nice and funny way. And you can see as she's actually taking a bite of the orange with orange juices and everything flowing out. And Rosa did it. And as we've seen in the interview clip, you know, she's a method actor, I guess. But beyond that, what I found really impressive of this clip is all of the little motions Rosa does with her face, relaying emotions, and how Weta was able to do this, transferring the emotions from her face to the final Alita character. So look at this scene, look at her forehead. You see all of that little motion right there, frame by frame here, and look at her eyebrows, wrinkle, the little motions she has with her forehead, her eyes, all of these things they had to animate, and it would give so much realism to the Alita character, really bringing the realism to it. Now let's watch it here in full speed. So here's Ito finishing, she looks down, up, and then watch her eyebrows and forehead. I mean, the effects here are just remarkable, and this movie had the best VFX of 2019, and the best VFX I have ever seen. I mean, just look at this character and all of the effects to bring the realism to Alita, just incredible. The other thing I want to point out here is a little bit technical. Look how Rosa puts the orange slice in her mouth and just pushes it all the way in there, and that was done on purpose because it's very hard for Weta and anybody really to animate eating. That's one of the most difficult things that is still hard for them to do. So instead of trying to animate something being bitten, they, I'm sure, instructed Rosa to just push the slice in there so that they can just animate the slice going in. I mean, I know when I eat an orange, I usually take a bite out of it, but it's very, very hard to animate something being bitten. So here, if they were trying to bite the orange, it would be very difficult for them to animate it. Much easier to just put it in there, get it behind the teeth, then you don't have to worry about animating it. So I know this is very detailed, but that's something that's always difficult for movies to animate. This will always be an infamous scene for me, where they have this CGI pair, and if you look at the details, it's very tough for them in Attack of the Clones and Star Wars, of course, to have this cut and watch the CGI pairs when she takes a bite out of it, how it looks so fake. So here it's now on her fork and it just kind of gets slurped in there. Take a look at this one more time. Even getting this onto the fork, they didn't do a perfect job with it, but watch, it just disappears into her mouth. So very difficult to get things to eat and make them look realistic. Even here with the chocolate scene in Alita, watch what they do. They actually cover the lips with the bite so that you can't actually see her bite the food, bite the chocolate, I mean, it's covered by her lips. So even now, they always cover whenever she's biting. It's very difficult to animate this, and that's why I believe they had her not bite the pear, but just stick it all the way in so they don't have to worry about how to animate this. And like I said, if you analyze the scene, it's always covered, except for there, although she didn't really take a big bite. But anyways, these are the tricks that they use. The last thing from an animation standpoint is right there, that tear, which was a CGI tear, and then adding in the reflection here, making it look like she has cried, and the reflections from the sunlight coming from this side. This was extremely well done, and I love how her skin gets pulled and how realistic the effects look like with Ito's finger here interacting with the CGI character again. And there it is. I mean, this just looks so incredible. Now, this brings me to my only criticism about this scene, and it's pretty minor. This always bothered me a little bit from a dialogue standpoint, that they really repeat something very similar here.
Taste receptors are working.
So we get the taste receptors are working, which is a funny scene. I just wish they would have used something a little bit different for a minute later, where Ito says,
Let's look at the bright side. Your tears are working.
So a pretty similar idea. I wish they would have varied it up a little bit, but both lines are very powerful for different reasons, and I think they were trying to get some sort of symmetry from a dialogue standpoint, so I understand why they did it. So let me know what you guys thought about the scene. If you liked it as much as I did, I think it's great. It personalizes Alita, really gets us a feel for her character, and brings in a bunch of humor, as well as opening up a little bit of Dr. Ito and Nurse Guerra to us. So I thought Weta did an amazing job with the whole movie throughout, and you can see that clearly in this scene. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Remember to like and subscribe, and y'all have a great day. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. Doc out.